The Chapel of Whispered Prayers. On the outskirts of the sleepy town of Ravenswood, a desolate chapel stood in eerie solitude. The moon bathed it in an ethereal glow, casting elongated shadows that stretched like skeletal fingers across the ancient gravestones. It was said that the chapel held a secret, one that had been concealed for centuries. Lena, a wanderer seeking refuge from the bitter cold, ventured into the chapel late one night. Its wooden door creaked open ominously. Inside, the air was frigid, and the pews seemed to murmur with secrets long forgotten. Candles flickered on the altar, casting eerie dancing shadows on the cracked stone walls. In the dim light, Lena saw an old tattered prayer book. She opened it, and as she began to read the prayers aloud, an unsettling chill gripped her. Whispers filled the chapel, spectral voices murmuring words of sorrow and despair. The candles burned brighter, and Lena's breath grew visible in the cold air. She felt a presence, an otherworldly force that tugged at her soul. Suddenly, the pews creaked and groaned, and ghostly figures began to materialize. They knelt in prayer, their faces obscured by long, ragged veils. Their bony hands reached out to Lena, fingers cold as death. Terrified, Lena tried to escape, but the chapel's heavy doors slammed shut. The apparitions advanced, their voices growing more haunting, their fingers brushing against her skin. Desperation overcame Lena, and she recited a prayer of her own, invoking a protective force. A blinding light filled the chapel, causing the apparitions to recoil, their ghostly forms dissipating into the darkness. The doors swung open, and Lena fled into the night, her heart pounding with fear. The Chapel of Whispered Prayers had held its sinister secret close, but Lena had escaped its grasp. As she stumbled back into the town, she knew she had encountered something beyond the realm of the living, something that would haunt her dreams for the rest of her days.